Hi guys, Carissa here. Super excited. Came home this Friday after a week at school. It's the second to last Friday of the school year, so the kids are getting kind of crazy. The teachers are getting kind of crazy. You know how it is. And I was really excited because I had this huge UPS box. And of course, my husband Jesse is like, "What did you order?" But it was my new consultant kit from Usborne Books and More. So I wanted to shoot. Here's my box, if you can see it. I wanted to shoot a little unboxing video. So if you'll come along for the ride with me, here we are. So I open everything up. You are literally going through it the first time here with me. So I'm being a nerd and I'm super excited. Looks like I'm grabbing the papers I see first. There's some tutorial stuff for new consultants, some info about UBAM swag. They have a boutique now, as it seems. And then some information for me as I start up my business. I also see, it looks like I ordered some of the physical catalogs to go along with my e-commerce site. I know some customers, I was just talking to a friend the other day, they prefer to look at a physical catalog. And if you've ever looked through one of the Usborne catalogs before, it kind of brings me back to like Christmas time as a kid when the Sears or JCPenney's catalog would come out, or even like the Fleet Farm one, and you'd go through the catalog and you'd circle what you want. And I have one of these sitting in our living room right now where I've circled the different books that Charlotte would like, but really me. So anyway, if anyone's interested, I have some physical catalogs that I can send out to you. Looks like there's another pack of the catalogs here. I think I ordered 20. And let's get into some books. So I spot right off the top one of the new That's Not My books. And this is one that Charlotte and I don't have in our library. As I look at the top of the box, there's quite a few books here that Charlotte and I don't have yet. So if nothing else, even if nobody buys anything from me, we got some cool books here. So That's Not My Llama. Charlotte, for those who don't know, my daughter is 1.5 years right now, and she's always on the go. And when it's story time, the best books for her are the ones that are interactive. So That's Not My books are great because they're all about touch and feel. They're nice, thick board books with quick little pages. And on each page are these textures that the kids can read and feel. And there's this white mouse that follows along in all the books. So That's Not My Llama. This first one in my new consulting kit. And I see a Rainbow. So these little books, there's 4 in this series. It actually shows them here in the back. We do have the Make a Noise book, which goes through these different animal noises. And it's been kind of exciting to go through with Charlotte. She grabs for this book a lot, actually, at bedtime. One of the pages, it shows like a dog and says, "Can you say woof woof?" And she does. And she has a cute little line, roar, that she does. We also have this jump around book. It kind of coaches the kiddo on, can you stomp? Can you clap? The 4th book, another one we don't have, is Count to 5. And then there's See a Rainbow, which goes through all of your colors. And what's neat about this little series is that if you can look here, I'll go back one more, the corners are these little curved edges that are colored. So they're really easy for Charlotte to be able to grab with her little fingers. So I think she's going to really enjoy this one. Of course, these are for work. It's not for her at all. Yeah. Okay. We also have one of the little peek through books. We don't have one of these either, though this cutout design and the finger trails are included in a number of the Usborne books. I think of like the sound books that have the little buttons, if anyone has ever checked those out. We do have some of the cutout peek through books in fairy tales like Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella. But this one has a little like forest, woodland theme, lots of cutout shapes and finger trails to keep her little hands busy while we read the story. So another great interactive one for young readers. Looks like Poppy and Sam Animal Noises. We do have a couple of the Poppy and Sam books. It's kind of fun to have multiple books with these same characters. So this one, like the other book I was talking about, goes through some of the animal noises. Looks like this one's more barnyard theme. Let's see. Oh, one of the early chapter books for some of your older readers. This one, if you remember, was it called Survivor Man, the Bear Grylls show? I think of an episode where he was in a desert and cut open the bladder of a camel and drank what was inside in order to survive. But Bear Grylls Adventures, a cool little chapter book, Has some illustrations throughout. Might be kind of fun for even me to read. What else do we have? This is on my wish list, has been for a while. For those who don't know, I teach social skills for students in grades 9 through 12 right now, but we focus a lot on talking about bullying and how to be kind and character education. So this, Bully on the Bus, an early novel here, this would be perfect for your middle school or junior high reader even if you read it together, your upper elementary. It talks about she's big, she's smart, she's mean, she picks on me, and I don't know how to make her stop. So some good discussions between parents and your kiddo could come from that book. Love that. Ooh, the Illustrated Odyssey. So these illustrated classics are really cool. We have, what is the one that we have? Is Shakespeare. We have Charles Dickens. I have the Jane Austen on my wish list. So you'll see they're kind of adaptations of the originals. Usborne even offers full-length, unabridged versions of a lot of classics. I have Jane Austen one in our collection here. That, again, is another one that I say I'm ordering for the kiddo, but it's really for myself. Beautiful artwork and kind of a fun way to connect some classics to young readers. 100 Things to Know About Numbers, Computers, and Coding. Oh, for cool. So this is some of the nonfiction work that Usborne offers. Again, for some of your upper level readers, lots of colorful pictures, fun nonfiction text. I know some students that I work with who would love to learn about coding and computer work through a book like this. What do we have? No Worries, an activity book for young people who sometimes feel anxious and stressed. And we might giggle at this, but you guys, I work with so many kids who are struggling with executive functioning and anxiety concerns and emotional regulation. And this looks like a cool kind of interactive journal with some activities. This would be perfect for a conversation starter, for helping your kiddos process through tough emotions, maybe even just for an activity on a rainy day like today. Very cool. What's this big guy? Looks like, okay, more catalogs, some order forms. Dr. Academy with stickers, poster, and press out model. Are you ready for the challenge? Now, again, my reader is young, and so I don't have a ton of the upper reader level books. And so it's really cool to kind of see these in the consultant kit. I'm looking at a page here, it kind of talks about what does your primary care physician do with checkups. Has the little chart that you get when you're having your eyes checked, all about ears. Surgeon, what do the members on your hospital team do? Very cool. Has a picture here where you, or a spot where you draw a picture of germs. Here's our stickers. Oh, and this, it looks like these are perforated. And if you can see, can put together a model of a human skeleton. And then it comes with a hospital map poster. Very cool. Okay. Jonathan James and the What If Monster. Now, I know that you can purchase the What If Monster plush to go along with some of these books, but it says Jonathan James has always had a what if monster hanging around, and he listened to him. What if they giggle? What if it's hard? What if it's scary? Look at these bright pictures. Nice way to cover some, but why? But why? What if questions with your kiddo? What if she laughs? What if she runs? Little fun bedtime read there. I see one of the phonics books, Lizard in a Blizzard. It's another one that we don't yet have in our library. Super fun, colorful, rhyming text. I take that back. It doesn't look like it rhymes. I was kidding. But it's too cold. It's freezing. Please make it stop now. Look, they're talking about spring in Minnesota, you guys. Very fun. I'll have to keep checking that out. Miss Molly's School of Manners. I do have this on my wish list as well, so it's cool to see this in here. Hardcover book, high quality. All of the Usborne books are such high quality, and that's why I kind of got into them. This is a story of a little raccoon named Algernon. Oh my gosh, you guys remember the play, the drama piece Algernon? And how the events of one strange day made his bad manners good. This kind of reminds me, it's a little reminiscent of like Richard Scarry with, I don't know if you can see the pictures that well, but kind of these complicated, highly detailed pictures, little Where's Waldo-esque. Very cool. There's the last pack of my catalogs. I'll sit those there. We're getting like halfway through the box. I'm a Dirty Monster. In some of my trainings that I've been doing for Osborne, I saw that this is in the list of the top 100 books that are sold by the company. So again, another high quality, you can hear it's brand new, opening it up. High quality hardcover book. I'm a dirty dinosaur with a dirty snout. I never wipe it clean. I just sniff and snuff about. Cute. Again, it kind of is reminiscent here of another book. You know, this one reminds me of Where the Wild Things Are. So it's fun to connect some new books with Charlotte to ones that I remember from when I was a kiddo. Kitty cat, where have you been? I've been to Washington, D.C., and guess what I've seen? So these are, again, I think they're technically part of the phonics series, but for some of your earlier readers, not quite in the chapter book part, there we are at the Washington Monument, but beyond your board books. This is kind of neat because I've had the pleasure of traveling to DC a few times, so it's kind of cool to look at these pictures and maybe even connect some stories to my kiddo. Look, there's a map of the city, and I know that these kitty cat books here, there's like one, I remember there's one for Paris, I think it was New York. There's a few of them, so for you travelers, might be kind of cool to check out. A little inventory list there. I have a lift the flap fractions and decimals with over 130 flaps to lift. So how cool would this have been when you were learning how to understand some early concepts of algebra, okay? Talk about illustrations here to help point out how the fractions work. I was someone who always struggled with math. I still struggle with math. Who are we kidding here? But I loved to read growing up. I still love to read. And I really think that something like this would have kind of maybe helped get my attention a little bit. This is cute. It's like a mouse eating, well, it's a rat eating a cookie, talking about, I'll eat 8/16, I want 2/8, I'll have 9/12, and the illustrations with the flaps to show the equivalency. Nibbles, the book monster. Okay, for those who haven't checked out Nibbles before, super cute. Again, it's kind of interactive. It's a storybook, but it has these fun flaps in it. So you can see like Nibbles in the crate there. And it's all about this little creature. It's kind of like the what if monster. And in this case, he eats through books and kind of goes into the stories. And I remember Charlotte giggling at this one. It took me a while to get on. Look, so here's one of those cute cutouts where it says, oh no, where's Nibbles? And it's a cutout on the page giving you a preview to the library. So for the next page. It took me a while. I had Nibbles on my wish list for the longest time, and I just recently got this book, and I should have got on the train sooner. It's very cute. One of the Shine a Light books. We actually only have a couple of the Shine a Lights. We have the Human Body and Secrets of Winter, so this is one of the new ones at the library. And these books, I just am always so impressed with illustrations in these books, but these are cool. So you'll see every other page is like a black and white silhouette. And when you put a flashlight, or I use the light on my cell phone, up against this in this black space here, you get silhouettes of an image. So really informative. The Secrets of the Winter one surprised me because as a Minnesota girl, I thought I knew about winter animals, but I learned some new stuff through the Shine a Light book. So I'm excited to check out the at the library one. Ooh, this is another newbie. Osborne Book of Nighttime. And I've seen some videos on this one. I haven't ordered it myself, but it talks about different aspects of like, what is the world doing at nighttime? So this, lights out factories. Some factories are just as busy at night as during the day. Night lights. Night isn't always dark, but this is cool. It talks about like glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. Oh, my phone is going. Excuse me. Let me just get that there. Almost done, guys. So, okay. Last but not least in the box, super cool book, life size. There is this life size book here. I think it came out last year or something. We got it around Christmas time. And then there's also a dinosaur one that we recently got for a friend. But it's so cool. It has some actual like life size, real life depictions of sizes of things with different animals. So if you look, This one says, an African elephant's feet are so big, we could only fit 2 life-size toenails on this page. And when they talk about page, this book is a foot across. It's 12 by 12 inches. So it's neat. It has some cool illustrations that show you how big things are in real life. So it's kind of like a trip to the zoo. So there we are. That's the bottom of my new consulting kit. Sorry the video got so long, and thank you for sticking with me if you stayed this entire 15 and a half minutes. But if you guys have any questions, check out my VIP page, Carissa's Adventures in Bookland, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.